Hello friends, we need to understand today about concept, requirement and field of BPO means business process outsourcing. Its importance, its concept and detail about it. In shortly, it is spoken as BPO and the full form is business process outsourcing. Right? Okay. So first I am explaining the meaning of BPO. BPO means in full form business process outsourcing, which provide contractual service for external company or group to complete specific kind of the work or process decided by them. As example, any company has decided to make account of any other company. This company is providing this service for other company to make accounts, the daily routine accounts. So it is called outsourcing. Generally, it is a work of one company. So to reduce their stress, the work is being diverted to the other company on specific amount or the fees or the charge. We can see the call center, the data entry work is done through this kind of the outsourcing process. In a day, in present days or nowadays, we can see that so many Indian youth are working under such kind of call centers, account writings. See, Indian people are writing the accounts in their computer, in the software for other countries company connecting by internet. So as they are doing their work of the day, here the data is being transmitted and the person sitting in the India is working on the computer in their website, in their account software, specific accounted information to be retrieved and do the work as it is required to do. So here you have to understand, this is the tremendous change in the world. Person seated in one country working for the company of other country through the use of internet, it is becoming possible right now. Right? Okay. Let's continue to understand. Human resource is main reason for creating such BPO. Country like India and China are working for such business process outsourcing because they are working for other companies located in other countries. So in present day, to reduce the workload of the company, in case if they have not sufficient staff or human resource in their original place, they can use this other way of human resource available in the world for their own purpose. In that way, to reduce the workload of the employee of the company, the BPO has come in like right now. To fulfill daily minor work, the basic requirement of the BPO is fulfilling. The employees originally can focus on their main productive activity. See, the account maintaining is the normal work. If the whole staff or the two persons regularly required for maintaining the account, it makes sometime more cautious, more costly. It's alarming. Instead of that, those staff member, the intelligent staff member, if used for any productive work, then the new production may done. And this is simple accounting work can be done through the account knowing person of any person of the world from any place. So in that way, the BPO is coming in the light right now. Okay, now we are discussing the benefits of BPO. Here we have discussed about importance of BPO today. Now we are discussing about benefit of BPO. The first benefit is cost cutting. Cost cutting. Generally, business units are reducing their expenditure by outsourcing their some activity, minor activity which can be taken from other on the annual amount without paying monthly salary to a complete additional one employee. So the work can be done easily. Okay, now which kind of the work is easily done through billing, purchasing, data entry and marketing survey is easily done through this outsourcing activity. Second one is focus on principal work of company. Means the company can focus only on basic work for which the company has been established, and their staff can concentrate only on the basic work instead of looking to the daily routine work. So the work must be done properly. The managers can specially focus on main work instead of routine work. They may save their energy and can focus only on basic work instead of routine work. So the routine work will be outsourced to different professional units. They can do this work very easily, fast and in very cheaper amount. Instead of paying the complete salary to the one employee, it can be taken in the yearly charges. It could be less than the one person's yearly total amount of the salary. So here the money will be saved also, right? Because ultimately every company is working for the profit, and if the profit is not taken from this, what's the meaning of it? They should concentrate on the basic work for what they have been hired. Instead of this routine work, it can be taken from others in the normal way, right? Okay. The next point is benefit of efficiency could be taken. Okay, here I want to indicate one thing. These outsourcing units are working with trained or untrained new people. They can work under supervision of experienced person. So these new inexperienced person or the trainee person are working under the experienced person. So the experts' speed and guidance can cultivate them for doing such routine work, and the work could be done very fast and easily, because here the person who is handling this outsourcing is expert of doing this work in a speedy manner with less efforts, so the money could earn in a better way. So it is creating a new side for the trainee people to earn money, and the expert's efficiency could be used for doing such kind of the routine work, right? Okay. The other point is cater dynamic demand. See, business process outsourcing provide facility to cater ever changing demand of customers. We have seen that these companies are providing facility for supporting activity, because to connect consumer, to create new consumer through the telemarketing, it is possible to use this BPO, because through the BPO the telemarketing work is done also. Not only routine work, but the telemarketing is the basic essential requirement. So the customer's demand could be created by use of this BPO. The next point is increase in profit. I have already stated this point just before, that this BPO is helping company for using their original staff in expansion of work, development of work, to do the new research in products, expansion of business, provide satisfaction to the customer directly. So to concentrate on the customer's needs instead of the energy used for other activities, as like collection of money, as like daily contact by calling them, as like doing routine work. See, these works can be done through BPO, and the main staff could concentrate on basic work of companies, work for new product, research and development section. So the money could be earned easily, in better way, in better manner, right my friends? So the profit could be increased by creating new products, new research, new development. So many companies are maintaining R&D. R&D means research and development section in their company. They are only concentrating on the new models. Nowadays we can see smartphones are coming with the new changes day by day. We are also not knowing such kind of the changes are coming day by day, but they are presenting in front of us, and so the new demands are increasing just by use of this new research. It is creating great support for them. So in that way they create their basic work for provide new product to the market, and by that way they can increase the profit by creating new demands, by presenting new models of the product. See, Activa earlier started 125, then 3G, 4G, now the 5G Activa is there in front of us at the cost of 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, and in that way the technology has been changed. So the better products are coming. It creates the possibility of the profit for the company for which they have actually started their units. Right, my friend? So here I have discussed some benefits of BPO. Earlier we have started meaning and explanation of BPO. Then we discussed requirement of BPO, why it is required. Including that, I discussed the benefits of it. Now, the scope of BPO, the third part of the topic. BPO is working as back office outsourcing. Back office outsourcing means they are doing daily routine work like billing, purchasing, data entry. That is called back office work, right? And the second work is front office outsourcing, as like telemarketing, sometimes technical assistance as to collect the complaint, provide the complaint to the technical department of the company, and they will handle the actual problem to be solved. So in that way, when BPO has started, it does not mean that only one or two points are in the scope. There are so many wider scope we have. Sometimes we see some companies, some educational institutions are hiring BPO for making the mark sheets. It's a very important thing. You try to understand. Students' marks are already been noted in one software. The software will hand over to the outsourcing company and they will prepare the mark sheets. So in that way, the time will be saved of the employees of the university or the institutional staff, and the only printing of the mark sheets could be done within a fast process. So the preparation and declaration of the result become easy, and the educational admissions for the new term could become fast. That is the benefit of this BPO. So these are the basic talks we have done here, but as you will continue your study in future, you will get lots of the opportunities to learn from BPO. So in future, whenever you will come in the market, you will get the new opportunities from the BPO. It's a great opportunity for employment creation work. Right, my friends? Okay. The next topic is concept, requirement and field of KPO. KPO means knowledge based outsourcing process or outsourcing of knowledge based process. I repeat, KPO means outsourcing of knowledge based process. So as the BPO is working for the work oriented relating to the office, the KPO is working for the processes relating to the work like knowledge and skill is being used wherever for the development of the company. KPO is providing good return of investment in way of maximization of techniques, use of human resources in systematic manner. So the expertise, experience, advices can be taken regarding the work. So the knowledge based outsourcing is generally not a part of routine work but a part of taking advantage of experts' knowledge on minimum cost. Right, my friends? That is the basic requirement of the KPO. KPO includes process which expect advanced knowledge, advanced skill, which requirement for the development of any company. Nowadays, some companies hire managers. See, HR firms are being appointed. What's the meaning of HR firm? You think? Human resource management firms. They are working for the company to find out the experts for work of the company, so the result could come us. The result could come to us in better manner, in best way. Here, the investment is few because the HR company is coming on the contractual basis. So they will charge for the whole year for providing good staff. Right? Another point I want to discuss here, maximum use of the sources. Generally, every business units have not possible to keep all sources in their hands. So by using outsourcing, they can get work done through such kind of the outsourcing unit for customer oriented services. I have already indicated before you that taking the technical complaints and sending it to the company, the technicians will hand over. Here they have not to concentrate, just to connect with the consumer. Is the requirement to be done? That will be done by the outsourcing company. Okay, another one is, I have already indicated that communicate with the customer about arranging the time, and the time will be arranged and informed to the company executives, so they will manage for the further work. So here the maximum use of the resources from the outsourcing become possible. The another one is solution of complex problems. See, technical expertise in advanced way wherever is required. The experts may come from the outsourcing way, working for the company on specific amount. So for the whole time, one additional technician company not required to keep in the staff. Whenever the requirement arise, they can call that person or that company to send the expert for fulfilling the work. As I want to indicate one example, company have one or two cars with them for fulfilling their traveling duty, but in some time situation they have only one or two drivers, but the cars are three, and for specific time they need additional one driver, so they can hire a person from the company for providing staff. As the provided staff for the company's specific hours, the driver will come from that company and will work here. One example here, the best we have, buses are running on the Ahmedabad city from transport service in the municipal corporation. They are hiring contractual staff from different contractors. So here the salary of the staff is being paid by the contractor, and they are working as per the rules and regulation of the MW Municipal Transport Service. So here the experts for driving are coming here on the less salary, and the company is paying specific amount for using per bus. Per bus means single bus. Whatever the use is done, the amount is being paid. So in that way, the use of the bus has come in that amount. The use of the fuel is already been paid, and the staff has been maintained by the contractor. So it's become cheaper. Okay. Another point is special attention to the principal function that we need to understand very well. See, the business units are working for paying special attention to their basic function for which the company has been established, as like computer education in the school, as like the canteen facility must be handled in the school or any big company. So both the examples you can see, the computer education is done by some specific staff coming from the computer institutes, and they are charging to the school. School is taking some specific amount from the students, and here the students are getting experts support. Okay, another support is there, that is the canteen facility. I have just stated the example. The one canteen contractor is coming to the company. He is handling the whole canteen with the hygienic food. So the students' life could be saved very well, and they could eat in a good quality food. So in that way, the companies or schools requirement for handling the canteen, the additional staff is not required. So in that way, they can use their staff for actual attention for which they have been appointed, instead of looking to the other further work of the maintaining the canteen. The next point is maximum use of money is become possible, as like outsourcing is done by the business units. It is not required to be additional investment in the capital way for its functioning, because business unit has appointed a specific contractual staff, so they will work on the expertise work, and the money will be used in the maximum way for the development of the business, because the work is done very easily. So it is essential to know that we must work for our own attention instead of just looking to the day-to-day work, and we can invest our money in only those activities from which the money could give us better returns. Right, my friends? Okay. The sixth point is reduction of expenditure. It's a very simple thing. Additional staff has not been maintained. The expenses will be given to the outsourcing company. So the marketing, surveys, these all things is done through the outsourcing way. So the use of staff in the just surveying process will not be used, and can concentrate on research for the development of company, and the money will be saved for paying for routine work like surveying process. It will be done by the expert surveyors, so the work will be done in better manner, and the proper amount will be paid as they are asking. So the monthly salary will be saved. Okay. Next point is reduction in risk. In present days, the market is working with the competition, and government policy is on base of different techniques Nowadays, rapid changes are coming in the world in different manner. So, every company has to invest their money for increasing quality performance, so the risk could reduce for doing additional expenses, and the best result of the outsourcing could be on in better manner. Now we need to understand the source and the scope of KPO. Basic source in the market research surveys. Second one is legal service, mean legal assistance. Company not requires to handle additional legal assistance for a monthly basis. Just for the specific activity, they could talk with the specific expert in the legal field. Third is medical services. Company does not require to hire doctor day to day. Whenever their specific employee has any problem, they could come contractual decide the talk. By the talk, they can make the contractual decision with the doctor that from our company, whichever the any employee come, you can check him and give him specific advice. Whatever you want to give in the consultation, we will charge you monthly or the yearly basis. Okay. The another way is the guidance and training is also done. Right? The next possibility is research and development work, the computer programming and animation designing work. Everything is done through KPO, because all these things, wherever the knowledge and expertise required, is coming under the KPO, and the routine office work is coming under the PPO. Right, my friends? So here I have completed my explanation for the fourth chapter in a whole today. Okay, friends?